So one of the big reasons why I'm really glad I chose to marry a Korean is that dating is just completely different. So maybe today we'll show you some of the things that we do on our date that make it really fun and romantic, even 6 years into our marriage. So let's go. Still a culture shock for me seeing fish at the subway station. It's been a long time since we've been downtown, so let's go and do some of the fun dating things we can do maybe. This one here is large. Can try. But I like the blue. That's the point. Classic Korean date, go to a steak restaurant. Some kind of mushroom soup. Kind of got a cheesy flavour. There's so many more fun things to do on a date here in Korea than there are in Australia. In Australia, so many things just shut straight after work, so unless you want to go and drink alcohol or go to a friend's house, there's not really much you can do. But here in Korea, there's so many things you can do and play. I kind of feel like it's an adult's playground. There's so many things like virtual reality cafes. There's definitely just going to a cafe after dinner is something we can do. We do a lot actually. And you can also play arcade games. You can go loading. What else can you do? There's so many things to do, and like the downtown areas are just alive with young people, especially here in our town. And so we'll show you some things we can do. But first, let's eat some yummy steak, which is like kind of fancy date food for Koreans, I think. I'm excited. This is roseman. Also, something I noticed about roseman, but also about many Korean men, is that they're really willing to sort of indulge their women in the things they want to do. For example, he's more than happy to take me to go shopping for clothes, and he wants to go vintage shopping now, go to the makeup store. He'll come with me to do all of those things and support me and all of that kind of thing. And it's not just him. I think a lot of the men in Korea are really soft and look after their women really well, kind of princess style. And I mean, I've only dated one Korean man, my husband, but I think like it's not just him that's like this. His friends are like this, his dad's like this, grandpa's like this, brother's like this. They're all really nice and sweet. Just like a K-drama, I guess. I've seen, I want to say this. He says, don't mention that, Jesus. Something I've seen online is a lot of foreigners say like Korean men are not like K-dramas, it's not like that, it's not real. But I think in my relationship, that's exactly what it's like, but I think I'm really lucky. It's hard for me to say, do I love my husband because he's Korean or because he's who he is? But the thing is, I can't separate the two because he is Korean. So anyway. All right, steaks come. Korean husband, he's going to cut the meat 100% of the time. Going to eat steak and pasta. Classic combo. Does it look good, roseman?
It's like a scallop.
It looks like scallop. It's kind of spongy. I mean, it looks like a potato, but the texture looks like a scallop. Let's find out. Cut my own little piece. And this one, it has to be a scallop. Yep. Yum. It's huge. I didn't realise I was getting a little reef and beef, as we call it in Australia.
So I can tell.
Oh, good. You think could it fit me? Think you can fit me? Roseman found me this Patagonia jacket, I think I'm going to get. Because it's so cold in Korea for so long, you really need a lot of jackets. So this is it's so light, it's going to be perfect. Thank you, Roseman.
Especially underneath your coat.
Yeah, and he said he's going to buy it for me too. So thank you, Roseman. I also got a really cute pink and grey knit I'm really excited to wear. Really well at the vintage shops. Normally I shop at charity stores like 아름다운 가게, but I actually got some pretty good things here and
Got a lot of stuff.
changed my mind about like the sort of curated vintage stores. So anyway, now we've done that, let's go and get some cake. 최근에 cake, right? Cheers cake.
clan cake.
Chair clan cake.
Yeah.
And we're chair clan, so I really appreciate that Roseman like carrying my handbag right now, the things that I bought, and just happy to be with me while I look at the shops. So thank you, really appreciate you.
No worries.
And this is something when I was dating back in Australia that would literally never happen. I don't know that I've ever been shopping with a man before, but my husband, no problems. He likes it, he enjoys it. Been to this cafe once, it's really pretty, right? There's just an abundance of really cute cafes in Korea, which are always fun to go to. I honestly think I could go to a new cafe every day for the rest of my life and I still wouldn't finish them all. It's cute, right? Eco-brutalism, oh yeah, our favourite type of architecture, Roseman and I, eco-brutalism. It looks like that, doesn't it? It's kind of Art Deco brutalism. Cute, right? And now it's time for my favourite part of the day. It's time to eat cake and drink coffee. So let's go. Wow, there's many cakes. Sabwa cake. Wow. This is everyone's current obsession in Korea.
I don't know why it's that thing.
I don't know. I don't know. Hot chocolate. Whoa. It's not common to see these kinds of like handmade chocolates in Korea. 네, 갑니다. We'll go and pick up the forks and the drinks on the first floor. Let's go. Okay, so this is not a specific dating thing, but something that I love about Korea is that you can drink coffee in the afternoon here. As someone who doesn't really get hugely affected by caffeine and loves a coffee, I really love being able to come and get a coffee after work or after lunch even. Whereas in Australia, most cafes open at around 6 or 7 a.m. and then they'll shut at about 1 or 2 p.m. You can't really get a coffee in the afternoon at all, even on a weekend. And the other thing that I love too is there's always so many beautiful cakes. Now, usually when Roseman and I come and get cake, we usually get one to share, which is really unlike what I think Australian couples would do, which is they would get one each. However, today the cakes looked so good, so we had to get one each. We couldn't decide. So we'll get one each and share. I'll show you what we got. Mascarpone cheese.
Mascarpone
cheese? Cheesecake, cheese, like in strawberries. Strawberry season in Korea is just so good. I love how things are seasonal here. And I got like a Black Forest cake, which is one of my favourite types of cake. And I got ice Americano, of course. And
lemonade.
And you got a lemonade. You got the other. Like a kid. No, he likes lemonade and he drinks some of my coffee too. And it's kind of nice to have a break. Okay, let's eat it well. And we also got a nice spot just like looking out over the sort of city area, people like coming and going and shopping, which is nice. Okay, let's enjoy. I'll come back here in summertime and I'll sit here in kind of this private spot. But in winter it's cold on the stairwell. Let's go. I want to go do a photo booth. All right, even though we live in Korea, where it's so easy and so popular to go to a photo booth, we literally hardly ever go. Maybe once a year, once every 2 years. So I think maybe today it's time to get a new photo booth photo because I love sticking them in our windows in the house. So let's go do that. And maybe also we can do some Noraebang. Let's go. All right, one thing you have to do in Korea, you just have to take a photo booth. There's just so many of them. I don't know how much they cost these days, maybe like 5,000won? I don't really know, we're gonna go and find out. But let's go and take a cute photo as a memory for our little date. Let's go. Oh, should we take, this one's different. This one's got the high angle. Do you want to take the ones like this up here? It's been a long time to do this. Okay, I think I want an original. It's not that expensive. Okay, four cut, like this one, little one, or like this. I like this style. Basic or zoom in? Oh, I wouldn't have a clue.
Basic.
Basic then. Oh, next. So I started, this is what it looks like. Okay. Oh, what's up? part. We got to choose the best pictures. Here's how the photos turned out. I don't know, should I? You can leave one behind, but I kind of think I want to put one in my diary and then one at home, so I'm going to keep them. But they came out really silly, didn't they? It's my first time doing the high angle and it was a little bit stressful, but anyway, it was fun. What should we do next? Noraebang just literally translates to music room, and you can go there and choose all of your favourite songs and sing out to your heart's content. Usually you pay by the song, or you can also pay by the hour, by the minute kind of thing. But there's another place we want to go to, and it's like a Noraebang, like a recording booth. No, that's the wrong word. It feels like a recording booth, like as in maybe we're like a pop star recording our new greatest hit. So I think we're going to go to that one. You go, chair.
Sorry, really.
You're cold.
Yeah.
Whoa, these gachapon stores, gachapon that's not quite right, like claw machine stores, they're so popular these days. It's crazy. All right, so here, you have to walk through all of the machines, and if you go upstairs, you can find something really special. So let's go and see. The chicken. Welcome to something really cool, hidden right here in the centre of the city. Above all of the fun arcade games and the claw machines is these kind of recording booth style Noraebang singing rooms. Let's go. With a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only 사랑하기 딱 좋은 나이인데 어느 날 요요이. So Noraebang in Korea is really fun, but my only criticism is they don't have very many Australian songs. They only have songs in English that are popular here in Korea, and unfortunately for us Australians, there's not so many. It's mostly American songs. And it made me realise too, in Australia, we love Australian music. We listen to our own music a lot. Sometimes I find it hard to pick the song. Many times I look for a song that doesn't exist, so that sucks. But anyway, we've had a lot of fun singing some trot songs, which was really fun because recently we had a courtesy car, and in the courtesy car there was a CD and it's trot. There's no like way to connect your phone, so we had to just listen to this music, and you know what? It was a vibe the entire time. Like we were just like futtora ta, like the entire week. So anyway, I'm into trot now, I guess. Is this what happens when you get into your 30s? I don't know. All right, let's go and get some beer and some food. Oh. All right, I might have made a mistake getting this like beer slushy because it is so cold and it's middle of winter, and because of that it hasn't melted at all because it's cold in here, but I am enjoying it. Brain freeze. I've got to be done. We're getting Roseman's absolute favourite thing, chicken skewer. I remember when we first came to Daegu, he says to me, "This is the best thing in Daegu. Come here and get the chicken skewer." And it's pretty popular. Whenever we come here, there's always a big line of people waiting. We're waiting now. And yeah, it's really yummy. 맛있게 먹을 거예요. I love it. Very juicy. And salty. Now, it wouldn't be a date for us without going to the bookstore. We're both huge readers. I read about 100 to 150 books in a year, and Roseman reads books in English and Korean, so he reads really a lot of books in different languages. But usually we don't buy books. We're big supporters of the library, so we usually go to the library to get books. But it's nice to come and have a look. So let's go do it. Having a look at some books here, but they don't have a great selection here at Daegu, but I've read a lot of books. Something I find interesting whenever I go to like the library or the bookstore here in Korea in English, there's always a lot of classics and a lot of interesting classics. And I think it's because in Korea, Koreans like have this thing in the education system, maybe, I don't know, where like they want to read classics in English, which is really strange because a lot of people who are readers, who are native speakers of English, they don't read classics. I read classics every now and again, maybe less than 10% are classics, because they're hard for me to read. This isn't meant like a native, like Spanish book, but this is so hard to read. Like you need to read every page about 3 times to understand what's actually going on. Maybe this year I will read, one of my challenges, I want to read Ulysses. It's considered in English to be one of the hardest books to read, but I think it'll pay off if I actually take the time and do it. We'll see. I'm doing a challenge where I want to read a book from every country in the entire world, because I feel like I read a lot of books from America and the UK and Australia, but not so many books that are not in English, other than in Korean, I suppose. Recently I read this book, Things Fall Apart, which was written in native English. It's a Nigerian book and it's so good. This is like an instant 5-star. So if you want a classic that's really interesting, that sort of weaves between traditional sort of Western or English storytelling and also native Nigerian storytelling, this is really good. Like kind of tells the story in a spiral. It was just such a gripping read, actually. That's my recommendation. Maybe I should start like a book channel. All right, well, that's the end of the little date that we've had here in downtown. Had a nice time showing you a few of the things that you can do and play and how fun it is when we date here in Korea. I think I made the right choice in marrying like a Korean who's lived overseas. All right, well, see you in the next video about Korean culture and history and food and other things. Thanks for watching. Bye. Please like and subscribe. We're really excited to watch this movie. We're going to see The Housemaid, which we're really excited to see because me and Roseman both read the book and we really liked it, so we're excited. It was scary. The movie was okay. Obviously the book is better. It was good, but obviously when you read the book is always better. But it was really fun. It's the first time we've ever both read a book and then come to the cinemas to see it. So that was fun, right? One of the other things that's really fun to do for dating in Korea is going to a board game cafe. I love that you don't actually have to buy your own board games. You can go to a place where you just pay for the room and you get to do as many board games as you like. There's a place just here. I don't know if we'll go today, but it's something we love to do sometimes, playing some fun games and experimenting and see if we want to buy it. So yeah, we love playing board games.